Okay, so you need 17,000 points. To be honest, Crazy Gadget is not difficult. Some might assume it is or find that it is, but this place is pretty much a cakewalk. As long as you do this place once or twice, you'll know where everything is. As you can see, just go straight forward as fast as you can, so that way you can get a good time bonus. And just learn basic structure of the level for the first segment, just like you would any level. And that will make you succeed with an incredibly fast time and a great score. If you can do the first minute very well, then the rest of it will come very naturally to you. So as you can see, by now we're at the 40-second mark by the time you hit the bomb. Now from here, as you can see, I make a couple little mistakes where I overshoot or I'm going too fast. But aside from that, don't worry about it. Just watch what I do. Try to do your best to align yourself in the middle. This is not a very complicated place, at least not at the beginning. Towards the end though, it does get a little annoying. But aside from that, it's nothing that we can't handle. This is almost like one big obstacle course to everything you've done. Right here, they unfairly put an enemy, which will knock out all your rings, but it really doesn't matter. But this part in particular is a very easy part. You see the way that I was just able to come up from behind them, just bounce and take them out? Otherwise you end up dealing with all the little baby ones, as I like to call it. So if you didn't nail that ring dash, there was a bumper for you to take below, but the points are very well worth it. So if you're here by about the 2-minute mark, then you're doing great. If you can do this entire mission in under 5 minutes, then that is perfect, because that's exactly what we're going to need for mission 4. So now right here, I just get hit a few times to show that, okay, you can end up wasting time if you don't get something right away. I demonstrate, don't worry about it. You can do it and still succeed just fine. And now this is what I mean about where learning everything is. You see I was able to take out the enemy and then go right towards the spring. That's what all of this is about. And being quick at what you do. Now if there's any particular spots that you are bad at, that's why it's great to be fast. Like right there where I did this huge ring dash, I usually get very nervous. And right here, I don't always get that guy right away. As you see, it took me a few hits. Just take a second and focus on what you're doing. Now right up here, there's going to be a gold beetle and your chance to get a couple combo. Doesn't really matter. So there's not really much for me to say about this level. If you notice, it's mostly I'm kind of stalling a little bit with some of it because it's, I think, very straightforward. Everything is self-contained. Everything presents itself in a manner that you can say, hey, this is what I got to do. Now right here, as you see, I fell down. I took a very different route than some of you would have taken. That's okay. We cover that in mission 4. Now this, though, is the big tricky one. If you're here by 3.5 minutes and you have 11,000 points, then you're doing great. You really are. Or if you have 10,500, perfect. Now you're just going to be taking these arrows from place to place. Doesn't get much more simple than that. Now I get a little nervous right there, so they give you that one beetle to kind of even you out and get you back on track. But don't go too high up after, because otherwise you'll just go flying into space. So this level really is just a testament to everything that you've learned and just a mastering of all your skills. Time, speed, combos, new interesting elements. It's pretty self-explanatory. Up here though, see that red platform in the background? That's where there's going to be a little bit of possible confusion. You're just going to go up there and you're going to go straight towards the back where the enemy is. That's where you want to be. See, the reason that is there, the other one that I just walked up to a second ago, that is going to be part of doing the Lost Chow, which is completely different. That's the reason they have that there. So if you did this mission in under 5 minutes and you got your A rank, perfect, because you're going to need it again when you do mission 4.